Hello everybody, I welcome you all in our channel Aryabhatt classes behal again. In last lecture we have discussed about type of reproduction, what is reproduction and what are the types of reproduction that are asexual or sexual. In this lecture we are going to study about types of asexual reproduction. Mainly we have to study 3 or 4 types only in our class 12. So we will start now types of asexual reproduction. First type of asexual reproduction that we will study is fission. Fission means division. It is of two types, bisexual or binary fission and multiple fission. Binary fission. Binary fission means that an organism divided in two parts. An organism divided in two parts. Like example as amoeba. Amoeba in amoeba non-dimensional division take place, and euglena is next example in which longitudinal division take place, and next example is paramecium in which transverse division take place. So example, amoeba non-dimensional division. Next euglena, longitudinal division. And next example is paramecium. In paramecium, transverse division takes place. Now I will tell you what is non-dimensional division, longitudinal division, transverse division. Like this is an organism. We will consider this. If it divides from any part, it can divide like this. However, it can divide. Then this type of division is non-dimensional. Means no dimension. Non-dimensional. Next, our we will take shape like that. Any shape we can take. It is for your understanding. And longitudinal division. This is longitudinal division. Half and half. Longitudinal division. If this organism, and this will be from center of organism. And if the organism divide like this, center horizontal, if organism divide horizontal from center, then it is transverse division, and organism divide vertically, then the type of division is longitudinal. So understand. Our next part of fission is multiple fission. Multiple fission. Multiple fission. It occurs means an organism divided in many organism. I will use abbreviation for organism org dot. Organism divided many. We can write this. It's definition of multiple fission. Organism dividing many. Its example is amoeba. Amoeba, as we have seen, is also an example of binary fission. It is an exception case when unfavorable conditions. There, the conditions in which amoeba is living if they will be unfavorable for division of amoeba, then amoeba will divide from multiple fission. The process by which it will be divided is sporulation. Sporulation. In unfavorable conditions, like this is our amoeba. Sorry, I have to draw it here. We consider that this is our amoeba. Then it produces cyst. Cyst is outermost covering. Outer covering, protective covering. Cyst. Cyst. The function of cyst is to protect amoeba. Its function is only to protect amoeba. It is its nucleus. We will label amoeba, cyst, amoeba, and nucleus. Nucleus. Cyst will be formed by process of encystment. Encystment. Then, as we know, there are unfavorable conditions. So, this amoeba as nucleus will divide and produce multiple pseudospores. Means we can understand like this. This is cyst. This is our amoeba. We can draw amoeba like any shape because it has not proper shape. It will produce many pseudospores. These are many pseudospores. 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 This will be produced in it. And this nucleus, only a single nucleus is divided in these many parts. These many parts. So these are known as pseudospores of amoeba. When favorable condition comes for amoeba, for division of amoeba, then this cyst will be removed. Then this cyst will be removed and these pseudospores will be filled. Means these will come out of this protective covering. Then every nucleus will make a new organism, new amoeba. From each and every pseudospores, new organism, new amoeba will be produced. This is the process of uh, multiple fission in amoeba by process of sporulation. This whole process is known as sporulation. In some NCERT books, this is mentioned in with text, and in some NCERT books, it is mentioned in last. That is mentioned in your NCERT book that see at page last. Means the page number is given for last page. So now we will study about budding. Budding. Budding is example of budding is hydra. I will talk to you by example. Hydra. We can consider that this is our hydra. We can consider this is our hydra. In budding, a new bud will arise here. It can be here also. We consider here. A new bud will arise in hydra. Then, when this bud will mature, when this bud will mature, then it will be broken down from this original organism. Then it will produce new hydra. That will be small first. Sorry. New hydra. Like this. New hydra will produced from bud. So this is process of budding. Now here a term comes, bud. What is bud? What is bud? The term bud means parental outgrowth. Parental bud. Parental outgrowth. Which produce new organism or organism. This is known as bud. When this bud will mature, this bud will detach from original or means from the parent organism. Detach from parent when mature, when become mature. And produce new organism. This is bud. Now we will see the difference between fission and budding. Just a second. So let's continue the difference between fission and budding. There are only three differences in fission and budding. Fission and budding. Fission mainly it is in unicellular organism. Fission is reproductive type in unicellular organism and budding in simple multicellular organism. Simple multicellular. Simple multicellular organisms. Now next difference is in fission parent cannot be identified. Like we have seen in amoeba. One amoeba divides in two or more. Now we cannot know that which was the parent because we cannot see differentiate them. So the next difference is parent cannot be identified. Parent can't be identified. And in budding, we can identify parent like we have taken example of hydra. The bud detached from parent and matured in when matured the bud detached from the hydra and produced a new organism. Then we was able to differentiate that this is parent, this is new organism of spring young one. We were able to. So parent can be identified. Parent can be identified. And next this difference is fission produce immortal organism. Immortal organism. Immortal means which will not die. Mainly, there are maybe some exception case in which it produce mortal organism, but mainly it produce immortal. Immortal means the organism which will not die. Like we have seen example of amoeba. In amoeba, one amoeba divides in two. That is last amoeba, the parent amoeba is not died. That is living in next his two daughter amoebas. So immortal organism. And in budding produce mortal organism. mortal organism. Like we have seen in the example of Hydra, that bud will detach and new organism will be produced. We were able to differentiate parent and daughter Hydra, and after a particular time period, the parent Hydra will be died, so that will be mortal. Mortal means Naswar, or immortal means Anaswar, which cannot be destroyed, which cannot die. These are the main differences in amoeba, budding and fission. Yeah, camera is all right. Sorry for the disturbance in between. Now we will proceed to our next topic, that is vegetative propagation. Sorry for disturbance. Now we will proceed to our next topic, that is vegetative propagation. It is also a part of asexual reproduction. Vegetative propagation, it is production of new plant without involvement of seed. Production of new plant without involvement of seed from vegetative part of any plant. So vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation. Production of new plant without involvement of seed from, we will take without involvement of seed in bracket, production of new plant from vegetative part of plant. Like in rose, we will cut a stem and grow that new plant will be grown like that. So it is of many. It is of two types: natural and artificial. Vegetative propagation is of two types: natural and artificial. So vegetative propagation, natural. Natural vegetative propagation is done from three vegetative parts. Number one, stem. Number two, root. And number three is leaves. Natural vegetative propagation through leaves is mainly done in bryophyllum. So we will denote. We can write leaves of bryophyllum. Leaves of bryophyllum. We will cut in stem. We will cut a stem of plant. Like we have taken this size of a piece, that we will grow in any other different place from the main plant of stem. Then this plant will grow, this will grow, and another plant which we have grown in at any different place will also grow. New plant will be reproduced through root. We will cut some part of root of any plant and grow that in any different place, that new plant will be grown. And leaves of bryophyllum, as we have seen in class 11th NCERT book, there the leaves of bryophyllum have rootless root-like structures. That root-like structures, we will take a leaf of Bryophyta, a plant belonging to Bryophyta, and that we will borrow that in soil. Then the root-like structure of on the leaves will produce roots of the plant, and new plant will be grown. And next is artificial vegetative propagation. It is also done by three methods, that are cutting, number 2 grafting, number 3 layering. These are done naturally through nature, by any wind, by any medium. These are done naturally. And artificially cutting, we self cut a, like we will cut a part of China rose plant and grow that in any pot. That plant will grow. That is known as cutting. Okay, grafting, we will have seen that in some plants there is good quality, and in some plants there is a good number of fruits. So we will cut some part of a good quality plant, and also cut the plant from upside. Means we will take only stem of that plant, which have more number of fruits, and bind them both. Means from one plant we have taken in his the plant stem, which give good quality, and the next plant have a good number of fruits, so we will bind them both. If they if we will bind them properly, then new plant which will be produced, that will be having good quality and many number of fruits. So that is known as grafting. And layering, we have seen like in jasmine plant. This is plant, we have to consider original plant is not like this. This is stem growing from it. We will borrow it in soil and put it in, means we will borrow it in soil, then new plant will grow from here. So new plant, we will, when this new plant will grow, then we will cut this from here, and the thing which we have used to keep this will also we will remove. Then this is a new different plant, and this is a different plant. This is known as layering. So these are the parts of vegetative propagation, artificial and natural. Now in natural vegetative propagating plant, which is also known as terror of Bengal, is water hyacinth. Water water hyacinth, terror of Bengal. In India, this plant is brought from any different country. Any person of India go to that country and see, wow, a wonderful plant, wonderful flowers, and bring that and put it that in lake area. When this plant grown in lake, then this covered whole lake. When it is cut to save the lake, but it more and more develops more and more, means it do mutation. Mutation means one plant, means many plants from one plant. Like in viruses, one virus divides in many. In this type, water hyacinth done mutation in this. Then this is become terror of Bengal, means terror on that lake. It drained oxygen from water. Drained oxygen. Drains O2 from H2O. By doing so, the lake completely removed from that plant, that place, and only water hyacinth species uh, placed them. So this is also known as alien invasive species. Alien invasive species. So this is called because it is bring from any foreign country. So it called as alien invasive species. This name given to water hyacinth. This is an important thing about water hyacinth. These are only main things about this. Water hyacinth is a most important topic. So now we will see some name of some plants, and I will draw a table here in which this side I will write name of plant and this side reproductive part. Reproductive part of that plant. So we will start with potato. Potato, ginger, banana, water hyacinth, and next is agave, bryophyllum, and next is mint, and next is onion, garlic, these are the names of plant. You have to note down these names in your notebook. Now potato's reproductive part is eye. Eye is the reproductive part of potato. And next is ginger. Ginger rhizome. Reproductive part of ginger is rhizome. So note down these things in your notebook with me. And next is banana. Banana and ginger both are having same reproductive part, that is known as rhizome. The name given to the name given to part, the reproductive part is same, that is rhizome. Next is our water hyacinth. Its reproductive part is offsets. Offsets. Next is agave. In agave, the reproductive part is bulbule. And next is bryophyllum. Bryophyllum leaf birds. Leaf birds. And next is mint. Mint is having reproductive part as sucker, and ginger banana are next. Sorry, ginger banana, not ginger banana. Onion and garlic, these are having bulb. So mint, sucker, and bulb. Reproductive part of potato is eye, ginger is having rhizome, banana also rhizome but hyacinth offset, agave, bulbil, bryophyllum, leaf birds, mint, sucker, onion, garlic, bulb. These are the some plants, most important plants shown in diagram, and which are named in NCERT. These are the mainly plants we have discussed here. In our next lecture, here our all the parts of vegetative, sorry, asexual reproduction are completed. Vegetative propagation is also completed. Asexual reproduction is only till vegetative propagation. In our next lecture, we will study about sexual reproduction, events in pre-fertilization, fertilization, post-fertilization. This we will study in our next lecture. Till then, revise it and don't forget to share and subscribe our channel. After subscribing our channel, press the bell icon for notifications, that you will get notification when we will upload our next video. Then you will be notified and you will be able to see our videos. So like our video, like give us motivation to more and more video. Or means we, from your like, we think that students are able to understand us, so they are liking our videos. If you are able to understand you, then you have to like, please like this video and share this video with your every of these friends. Thank you, have a nice day. Till then, revise these all for the before next lecture.